Hello everyone, and good day. My name is Craig Burko, Director of Membership at Temple Beth Shalom here in Miami Beach. I have been doing these tech support Zooms for 2+ years now, simply sharing the basics of internet, especially in sharing how our congregants can go online, especially focusing on our schedule where a congregant can find our calendar of programs from adult education to our religious services and a little bit more. I try to put together 15 to 20 minutes of content each month. And even though there may not be a lot of people on when we do this live recording, as I upload this to our Temple YouTube channel, I do get to see that several hundred each month do go online to watch these tech support programs. So I thank you, whether you are here with us at this moment or whether you plan or you're eventually watching this on our Temple Beth Shalom YouTube channel. I am again Craig Burko. My email address at the temple is craig@tbsmb.org. And my extension here at the temple is extension 230. The full phone number here is 305-538-7231, extension 230. If you have a question or whatever, if you have a question regarding content we've shared or content that was not covered, perhaps you have a question that was not covered in today's program, please give me a call. I can tell you this, that if I don't know the answer, I'll be humble enough to tell you that I don't know the answer, and I'll try my best to be humble and to share with you that I will do my best and research that question for you. So let's go ahead and get started. So one of the first things that I often share with those that call me is, do you know what browser you use or what service you use to connect to the internet? So there are 4 browsers or 4 connections to the internet that you may be using. And I love to tell those that reach out or those that are watching to look for these symbols. We have Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Apple Safari, or Microsoft Edge. You may have one of these connections to the internet. If you're trying to get to a website, for example, the Temple Beth Shalom website. By the way, the Temple Beth Shalom website is tbsmb.org, and we're going to go over that in a few minutes. That's a big part of our monthly tech support program. But to connect to that website, or even to connect to get your email, you would go to your browser, and that would be perhaps Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, or Apple Safari. Look for these symbols. You're on Zoom. If you're already on Zoom watching this program live, I would think that you probably have the Zoom downloaded to your desktop or laptop or perhaps iPad, as well as you may have it on your mobile device as well. I have it on my desktop. I use a laptop. I also have the Zoom app on my phone. So when I'm attending or hosting Zooms, I can either do it on my desktop/laptop/iPad, or I can actually attend or host using my mobile device. This on your screen right here is your symbol for Zoom. If you do wish, Zoom is free. To attend Zoom, you don't need to purchase anything. If you are planning in the future to host your own Zooms, you do need to download and install the Zoom software. You do not need to create a paid account if you're not hosting, but I can tell you this, that we're attending so many programs on Zoom. I would download the app. It's free, so that way you can have easy on-off access to Zoom, including the future of possibly hosting. And again, you can attend or host Zooms on any device now, whether it's a mobile device or something like a desktop, iPad, or laptop computer. If you don't have Zoom, just simply go to zoom.us. To download, you can simply go to zoom.us/download. And that's on any device, whether it's an Apple device, an Android device, doesn't matter. You can go to the App Store on an Android device or on an iPhone and easily download Zoom. If you have an iDevice like an iPhone, this is what the App Store would look like, where you would find the Zoom app. This will come up and you'll simply download the Zoom app on your phone. And again, you can find the App Store on your MacBook or on your iPad, or even on, if you have a Windows desktop, you can simply go to zoom.us and download the app from there. I'm always asked, how do I join a Zoom conference? Make believe somebody is hosting. For example, I'm hosting this tech support program for our congregants once a month. An email is sent out, a newsletter is sent out with the Zoom link, as well as it's on our Temple homepage calendar. And I'll go over the Temple website and the Temple calendar in a second, but there are many ways for you to join a Zoom. And again, this is to join an existing Zoom meeting, existing Zoom conference that's hosted by somebody else. So there are 4 ways that I thought of. One is you can go to a Zoom link on a website, like on our Temple Beth Shalom homepage. There's a calendar section, and you'll see, if you'll go, we'll show you that in a few minutes. You can see the link directly to this session. Some of you who are signed on live at this moment may have done it, may have connected that way. You've gone to the tbsmb.org homepage and clicked on this Zoom conference from there. You may have received a Zoom link within an email or within a newsletter. Like, for example, our Temple Talk email newsletter goes out every Friday, and every Friday there are numerous links. This past week, many of you may have seen the Zoom link in our Temple Beth Shalom newsletter. And you may receive an invite pop up on your screen. Some host who's hosting a Zoom conference already has your email, and they're sending you to join the meeting, and you simply click on the join the meeting invitation. What I want to make sure, again, this is the basics of the basics, is moving your mouse around and your cursor. There may be 2 different symbols when you move your mouse around. It may be an arrow, or it may be a hand signal with a finger pointing. So, for example, when you go to tbsmb.org, this is a screenshot of our homepage. I have made believe I have placed my mouse or cursor on the homepage, and you can see it by the large arrow on the bottom right of the screen. In this case, I take the mouse over this banner ad, which will take me to a information about a campaign we call Above and Beyond. You take your cursor and you click on this banner ad, and it will now take you to that banner ad. I've scrolled down a bit to show you our TBS homepage, where you can see our calendar. So again, our Temple Beth Shalom website page is tbsmb.org. It'll take you to our homepage. You'll scroll down with your cursor, with your mouse, and you'll see the calendar on the right-hand side called Main Calendar. If you scroll down even more, you'll see different dates. This is a screenshot from January, but if you go there today, you'll see the dates that reflect this week, beginning on August 8th, running through the end of Shabbat, which is this Saturday. So if you want to get to any of these links, like you did today, you would click on, for example, on Monday, January 4th, is our normal Israel meetup. That's at 4 p.m. And there's a Zoom link that's always there. And just like you probably did for this one today, you click on the Zoom link and it'll connect you right through. This was the second way that I shared about. So the first way we talked about was the website. The second way is receiving an email link within an email, a Zoom invite link within an email. You would simply put your cursor on the link, click on it, do a double click, and that will take you to the Zoom. And I hope that's starting to make sense, that there are numerous ways to join a Zoom link. And remember, we're talking about joining a Zoom link, not a Zoom that you're hosting. Again, I'm showing the home page where I'm sharing with you how to click on different programs, different religious services here at Temple Beth Shalom. This is again this is actually a sample of our Temple Talk email newsletter that goes out every Friday. This was from Hanukkah. It doesn't matter the date, but this is just a screenshot that I went back a little bit to show the different offerings that we may have within a newsletter. It's a hyperlink, meaning you can click on it and it'll take you to a schedule, in this case, a schedule of events. There are many activities that we do here at Temple Beth Shalom that require a RSVP. If you look on the bottom, often there's a button. You simply put your mouse on the RSVP link, click on it, double click, and it'll take you to usually an event form to fill out. It may be even for a Zoom, or it may be just be for another event. Again, just clicking on a banner ad. I guess I'm showing you how to work your way around the Temple Beth Shalom website, as well as the Temple Beth Shalom newsletter that goes out every Friday, offering different programs and different events that you can participate on. And often by clicking on these ads, it'll take you to either a form to RSVP or just for more information. Again, talking about Zoom, once you've clicked on a hyperlink, this will pop up to join a meeting. You want to click on the blue button that says join a meeting. Sometimes there may be a meeting ID or not. If there's a meeting ID, you would see it within the email. Let me go back just a bit. So, for example, this is an email invite where there was not only the topic, but the time of the presentation, not only the hyperlink to join, but you can see right below the join Zoom meeting hyperlink, there's a meeting ID. just to let you know, for our tech support programs that I host, I no longer do meeting IDs. It's a little bit too complicated, but just in general, you may receive an invite to a Zoom where they also require a meeting ID. Simply write either copy, if you know how to copy the meeting ID, you would simply copy it and then paste it in that space, or simply write it down on a piece of paper, the meeting ID. And then if it asks for it, like on this screenshot below, you would then put it in there and then click on the word join. Again, in any meeting that I host here at Temple Beth Shalom, I no longer do meeting IDs, but there are plenty of people that still use that. Let's see, this is to host. I'm not going to cover that here. This is if you have your own account at Zoom, you would go to zoom.us/login, and that's the login page. If you have your own account, remember Zoom is free. If you're hosting your own account, if you're hosting your own Zooms for X number of people, then you would do a paid for account. There are different paid for accounts that you can do with Zoom. But this is a sign-in page. You would simply put in your email address and a password that you've previously created. Let's see. Again, once you sign in, this pop-up window comes in, join with computer audio. You would definitely click on that. If you want to see if your microphone and your camera is working, you don't necessarily need a camera to host your own Zoom or to attend your own Zoom, but you do need to make sure that you have a microphone you do need to make sure you have a microphone and that your speakers are turned on whatever device you're using. You need to make sure that you know how to unmute to be heard, to learn how to mute, to make sure nobody hears you or any background noise. And again, I just want to go over that again. To attend a Zoom, you do not need a camera, but you do need speakers and to make sure they're on. And you can actually click, for example, the button below where it says join with computer audio, and you can actually do a test to make sure that your speakers are working. And you don't need a microphone unless you do plan on participating. In most cases, you do have a microphone on your laptop. If you don't want to be heard, you can simply click mute at all times. And one additional thing to note, that if you are attending a Zoom, there's usually a menu bar either at the top or at the bottom. And depending upon whether you're a host or a participant, are the different menu items on the menu bar. So it's either on the top or on the bottom, depending upon the device you use. And I'm going to make believe you're just attending. The things that you want to be observant of is the mute button on the far left, the stop video on the far left as well as a chat menu item. So you can chat away if the host gives you permission to chat. You can mute your microphone or unmute your microphone. And if you do have a camera on yourself, like I have a camera on me at this moment, you can shut off your camera if you choose to do so. However, it's nice to see the other participants that are participating, but it's not a problem. There are many people that simply shut off their camera. So you do have choices. And the last thing I want to cover is renaming, and also the view within Zoom. So I want to cover two more things before we end today's session, and that is you have the ability to rename yourself. You could be using someone else's account, and you want the other participants as well as the host to know who's actually attending. You would go to uh, you would go to your picture, just right on your screen. You would put your mouse, right click on your mouse, and this window will pop up where it says mute my audio, stop my video, or rename. And you'll highlight the rename and simply rename yourself and then press enter. So again, if you wish to rename yourself, you simply put your mouse on the middle of your screen, whether your camera is on or not. You right click. This window will come up to rename yourself. You'll scroll the cursor down on the word rename, right click, and you'll rename yourself. Also, if you want to change your screen view, you can. There are many people who attend Zooms and are able to see everyone that is attending. There are a lot of people that just want to see only the speaker. So in this case, for example, in this program, we have only a few people that are attending at this moment. There are many people that may wish to just, in small groups, may wish to just see the speaker. In this case, we're already in speaker view. If you do want to change to what they call gallery view, where you see all the other participants, you can simply go to the top right of your screen, top right of your Zoom screen. You'll see the word view. Click on the word view. And what will pop up is two words. It'll say speaker view or gallery view. If you want to go to gallery view, you simply take your mouse, click on the word gallery view, and then you begin to see more than the speaker, and you begin to see all the participants. So in this screenshot, make believe there's a Craig Burko who is also a guest, and then there's a Craig Burko who is a host. In this case, we're making believe you can now see all the participants in addition to the host. And honestly, in the meetings that I attend, I mostly keep my view on speaker, so I only see the speaker, and that way I focus. But, in all honesty, there are many times where I also want to see who's attending and to see, what others, who I may know and things like that. From my job or from within the community of interest that I'm participating, and I change to gallery view. So let me just repeat. If we want to go from speaker view to now see all the participants in a Zoom that you're attending, you can go to click right on the top right. You would go to click on gallery view, and that will take you to gallery view where you see all the participants. If you want to go back to speaker view, go back to the view button, click on the word speaker, and that will take you to speaker. And I hope that makes a lot of sense. This is a screenshot and of what a gallery view would look like. Excuse me, what a speaker, what a gallery view would look like, where you would see multiple attendees. Again, this is what a speaker view would look like. This is a sample of a gallery view, and this is a greater example of what a gallery view would look like. Okay. So I've tried to cover as much as I could in this program. I try to do a little bit at a time I want to share with everyone who is attending at this moment, if you wish to email me any question that you may have of information that was not on today's program, please do so, or what was on today's program. My email is Craig, C-R-A-I-G, @tbsmb.org. My office phone number at Temple Beth Shalom is 305 area code 538-7231 extension 230. The next tech support program is going to be September 7th, also on Zoom and also at 11 a.m. And you'll receive information about that in our Friday newsletter called the Temple Talk, and again in our Hakol monthly magazine, as well as on our Temple Beth Shalom calendar. So I want to thank you for participating. For those that will eventually watch this recording on our Temple Beth Shalom YouTube channel, we thank you for watching the recording, and I look forward to doing this again next month. My name is Craig Burko, and I thank you so very, very much for attending today. Good day, everybody.